Our Kenya Kwanza Alliance manifesto on the chapter on environment. We talk about the planet, the people, and profit. And when we talk about waste management, when we talk about the issues of climate smart agriculture, it is intended to help our people to adapt as well as grow resilience to combat the negative effects of climate change. And again, we are at a point where we need to critically focus on the policy directions that we need to take, as well as engagements at the global level to make sure that we arrest the adverse effects of climate change on our people without impoverishing them. So yes, the climate change crisis is real. Honorable Dawood, in terms of the recycling modules, I had mentioned earlier that we have a new law, 2022 Act on Sustainable Waste Management. It is very ambitious, but I believe we can do it. We need to move from a linear economy of single use of some materials which can be recycled to create employment for our people, as well as to reduce waste. And the underlying principle is that of reuse, recycle, and reduce. And that is the model that is cross-cutting in the Sustainable Waste Management Act. And underlying that is one of the major principles of sustainable development, which is the polluter pays principle. And that's what we are talking about. Our producers, our manufacturers, it is high time that we take responsibility right from the source of where we are manufacturing our goods and services, our goods particularly, to make sure that our manufacturers take responsibility. If it is a bottle of plastic, water bottle, we have banned plastics, single-use carrier bags, and the flat bags. There has been a modification because of certain packaging, which are allowed upon licensing. But really the direction we should be looking at is, because plastic is a petroleum product, and they contribute to a very high release or emission of greenhouse gas emissions in this country. And we need to get into a serious discussion. I know it has been very controversial and a lot of resistance from here and there, but we need to get into a serious discussion where between the national government, the county governments, the private sector, non-state actors, to know that whatever directions that we need to take, they may be hard and painful, but that is what we must do in order to save ourselves from the choking of the waste that we are seeing. So I think circular economy is the way to go. And when we start with the basics of how we handle our waste, right from the domestic level to the waste service provider, to the county governments in terms of how to deal with our landfills, which are an eyesore everywhere. The Dandora landfill that we have here. We have countless young people, and for lack of a better term, I would call them the landfill community. Young people who are always scavenging and ravaging through the likes of Dandora dump sites. We can convert that into an economic, an income-generating activity for them in collaboration with recyclers and different players to have our country move from linear to circular economy. On the question of carbon credits, my take is that we have a huge opportunity lying under the carbon trading practice. We might not have explored it to our greatest potential. The first place to start is to start with a policy on carbon trading, and being that we are having a discussion here with the parliamentary committee,